Hi, these are the notes for section A-7. We are looking at perimeter and area. So sort of a revisit of what you did way back in middle school. Area of basic shapes, perimeter of basic shapes. The perimeter, let's just first of all define it. It is the distance around a shape. So if we walked around this rectangle, it would be whatever length we walked around this square, whatever length we walked around this triangle. Same thing. So we have some formulas that we can use as the sum of the lengths. The formulas are right here. For a rectangle and a square, we really could use the same formula, and that would be this one. Here's another version of it where I would simply distribute the 2 and make it 2b plus 2h. So you can think of either one of those if you want. It doesn't really make any difference. You can apply a square to this because b and h would both be the same length since all the sides are the same length. So you could just say 4 times the length of one side for this square. So you've got 3 possible formulas, but there's no reason to memorize 3 formulas. Just memorize one of these, like 2 times the base plus the height. So we're going from height, we're doing the base, and then we're just doubling that. For a triangle, there's really no formula. You just want to make sure you walk around the outside of the triangle. So in this case, make sure you don't count h in on this. It's just a plus b plus c. For area, we've got formulas for that. Now these we do have some specific formulas for. We're looking at a rectangle. This is going to be the base times the height. Again, we could use that for a square because base and height would be the same number. But over here, since they are the same number, we can just take the side length and just square it, s times s, which would be an application of this. A triangle, however, is also the base times the perpendicular height. So make sure when you're doing that, you find length for the base, and then straight up, in this case, the h value would be the height. And then you want to take half of that amount because a triangle is not as big as a rectangle. So this is half of the measure of whatever the rectangle would be. So commit these to memory. You probably already have them committed to memory, but make sure that you are doing that. The last concept is called the area addition postulate. And we will use this postulate when we're trying to find the area of some irregular shape. So it says the area of a region is the sum of its non-overlapping parts. It's important that you don't overlap the parts to the shape. And you'll see what I mean when we do an example of that, which you'll have a chance to see. So here are your formulas. These are your notes. This is section A7.